We live? What we doing?
We're live. What's up, sir? My camera was down for some reason. I have no idea why. So we're here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the US Forward Podcast in live web stream. I got Jackie with us and myself. That's Mr. Dream. To everybody that doesn't know me, everybody that does know me, y'all can call me Bass. And this is my man C's or Cortez if you corporate, or he's got another name, but we don't really use that name. You gotta excuse me. My face is super shiny right now. I have no idea why. The air is on. My face is just sweating. I think it comes from I put that shea butter on my face, and I had to cut my beard for the new gig. I put the shea butter on my face that Jackie made with Shea Essentials. That shit doesn't go anywhere. It's just like it absorbs into my skin, and my skin just like radiates afterwards. Like it's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, you looking. Pause, nigga. You look like a honey bun right now.
Are you saying that I'm lazy? Too. Cool, whatever. The bitches love me. That's all that I care about now.
Oh shit. Oh man. You like
So,
a more
so what's up, man?
Cleveland Brown, nigga.
Whatever, man. Whatever. When was the last time you had a drink? How about that?
Ah man, listen. I'm
First off, before you say it, however long it's been, I know it's been a minute. I'm just super proud of you. Like that's first. First and foremost.
I sneak one every now and again. I don't go as hard as I used to.
That's good.
So yeah, man.
That's absolutely good.
I wasn't no alcoholic. I just decided to just cut it out. We had that talk. I just felt like,
yeah,
I want to see how this shit flow without me having to inebriate myself to be comical.
I mean, I think you're funnier when you're drunk.
Everybody is.
But, you got less inhibitions and whatnot. You know what I mean? So It's cool. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that said something. Like if you in the chat, definitely say hi so I recognize that you're there. You don't gotta really participate in the conversation if you don't want to, if we're not talking about something that you really But today, right? So we was in a group earlier and somebody posted like look up your name in Urban Dictionary, right? So I had that up on the screen to open up the joint. First off, whoever is accusing me of writing this joint myself, I would never. I don't like bragging about myself or anything of that or anything like that. That would never be me. So sorry, it ain't me. I didn't write it. I don't even know who the person is. The name doesn't even look familiar. But I will say this, and this is about the most bragging you'll ever get from me. That's about as accurate as fuck. like that's it. I can't even be mad. Like. Because when it first came up, and the idea, like somebody posted it. Matter of fact, Mika posted it in the group, but before Mika posted it in the group, she saw it somewhere else. And so when she first said it to me, I was like, man, listen. I was like, whatever's on there is probably some fuck shit from, some bitch that I heard was exactly my exact words. Like, and excuse my language, ladies, but that's what I said. Sorry. But I was like, it's probably some, from some woman that I heard. And then she went and looked. And it's like the correct spelling and everything. So it ain't like somebody else. It's like it's
nigga, you got a ghostwriter, nigga. It's okay.
I don't have a ghostwriter. Like who would I motivate? First off, all right. So here's the thing, right? So I'm gonna pull it up, and I'm only pulling it up for date purposes. Like that's it. Like I'm only pulling it up to show you the date.
It's most great rappers. I mean, you got a Quentin on your team, yo.
I got a Quentin Miller on my team, is what you're telling me? Wow, bro. Wow, that's crazy.
If I could afford a Quentin, I'd get me a Quentin too. You must be balling and shot calling. You got to go.
I don't have a Quentin though. Like that's the thing. I don't have a Quentin. Like I didn't do this. First off, all right. So I can't get to it because whatever reasons. Matter of fact, let me see. All right. So here we go. So I didn't write this. The date says February 6, 2020. If I did this, we would have been talked about it. Like I wouldn't have waited till now. Like I didn't write this. I didn't write this at all, bro. I didn't write this at all. But I
Oh,
feel, yeah, I mean, like, listen, like, thank you for the compliment, whoever you are. Like, that's all I got. Like, I just thank you for the compliment. There's nothing else really that I can say about that. That's it,
I'm sick of it, yo. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, I was surprised. Like, I was surprised. Definitely, like, yeah, I mean, my smile has been ear to ear since, but I was surprised. I'm sorry. Like, that's it. That's all I got. Cause she didn't even, whoever wrote it didn't even put it out there like it was some hoe shit. He just was like, yo, like this is what it is. I'm like, cool. Like that's it.
All this does is add to the allure of the king's penis persona that you have going on here. So that's you know, as soon as I as soon as I read that shit, I'm just like, the king shall be recognized on the world wide web forever. May the king's glorious penis stretch far and wide
Like
on the wwws and the .orgs. And the .orgs, young ladies, it ain't just for .orgs, it's for .orgasms. As you can see, I've been recognized. So take in the king's penis and understand that I am now internet
I
famous.
almost ruined my laptop just now. I almost ruined it.
That's what it looks like. It looks like, yo, like now it's like you just trolling us now, bro. You're a fucking troll. So now
How? How am I in troll? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like how? Like I didn't do it.
trolling me, yo.
I didn't do it.
May the king be recognized forever and a day.
Oh man, I didn't do it. I didn't do it at all. Like I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
This nigga,
I
man.
didn't do it. That's all I got is I didn't do it.
You gotta, put me on with your Quentin, man. Let me get to that ghostwriter. I need some shit on the web. I need some cool shit about. I need some spectacular shit on the web about me, yo. Put me on with your ghostwriter, man. You know what I mean?
Listen, I wish I had a ghostwriter. I wish. I absolutely wish. Because you know,
It's
sometimes you can
very
use that.
story of the he made me come back to back to back. That sounds very king penis like and poetic to me, nigga. That's you know what I mean? Like, oh, I make them shiver and they come
It,
back to back to back.
it wasn't. I swear to you, it wasn't.
The king's penis is sort of like the Jordan documentary. It has you coming back for more. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Bro, it wasn't me. I swear to you.
All right, it wasn't you. All right, Shaggy. You the worst.
Listen, it wasn't me. But I had to get that out. I had to let that one out. So
I bet you did.
that one was yeah, that was my own yeah. So I'll say this. After I saw it, I'm definitely gonna use it as an ego stroke for sure. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm having a down day, you know what I mean, I have a rough moment, I'm gonna just go to Urban Dictionary and search my name. Like, you know what I mean, I'm gonna feel good about myself for a couple of seconds. That's all. It's gonna be like my that's gonna be my that'll be my vice. Like, you know what I mean? Whenever I'm feeling stressed. What do you do when you feel stressed? I go to Urban Dictionary and just start reading my name. That's gonna be it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But you can't tell me that shit wasn't funny. That shit was hilarious.
Thy staff and thy rod, they comfort them by the plentiful.
Wow.
That's all I get from it, yo.
Wow. Wow.
It's
All
like
right, man. I'm moving.
I feel like every time you go to have sex and you de-pants yourself, you have to literally take a little miniature crown off of the head of your joint before you slide your fictional condom on. It's like, hold on, as the king has to derobe himself. And you take the little crown and you sit it on her nightstand next to her best candles. And, you know what I mean? You sit it there and then you're like, the king shall see you now, peasant. You You know what I mean? And then after
I would never. First off,
and then after you nut, you go get your little teeny crown and you wretch, skeezer of the day, replace thy crown upon the head of thy king's penis, and do it gently, for thy head is a little sensitive. I think that's how it goes, yo.
all right. So
You're worse than King Joppy Joe, nigga.
first off, I would never call a woman a penis. I mean, fuck, call a woman a peasant because that's just not what I would do. I just wouldn't
Thy
call her a peasant, especially a woman that I'm about to have sex with. Like that's just rude.
No, you do it afterwards. You be like, thy dirty wretch, come here and placeth thy crown upon thy king's penis.
That's even worse because that means you knew she was a peasant before you smashed. So no, I'm sorry, can't do it.
You're the worst, man.
Why can't I see what Dre posted? I don't know.
He might have just hit enter. He might have just fell over and just hit.
Like that was it.
Said fuck it, yeah. He wanted to cue the music. He forgot. He was like, I'm ready to cue this fucking music up and get it going.
But no, so I'm moving on. Again, I'm moving on. That was for a laugh. But so there's this video that was surfaced and been streaming the internet a little bit about this lady who's an unfit mother and she lost her 7 kids and she did a live stream about it. So like what 15, 20 minutes ago, I let Cortez watch it and yeah, his reaction was classic. I wish that y'all could have saw that.
I don't believe that this is a real story. I think this is a fake news, for better lack of words.
Here. But yes, like I said, they came and got them bitches. Shay, they gone. Them bitches gone. Them bitches is gone. All 7 of them. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey. Okay, y'all, for real, I'm finna get the bread. They took my kids. Girl, yeah, some kids was bad as anyway. Some kids.
Oh no.
Veronica, for real. Them kids, girl. Them kids. I keep letting my the happiest day about ass and pussy my type of life. They came and got them mother. They came and got them. Do you hear me? You hear me, Willie? Motherfuckers believe anything, but they came and got them though. They came and got them. Happiest day of my life.
Damn, bro, I'm in the house.
I'm talking about. I should have took a picture of them when they was leaving out the door. I should have recorded.
Yeah,
I should have recorded. Yes, Marie.
Cut this shit. Cut this shit, yo. Cut this shit off. I can't watch this shit again, bro.
All right. So it's a couple people that said it can't be real. You said it can't be real.
You know what this is? This is the same. I had to think about it because it took me a little bit of time to actually digest this. This is the female version of Juicy Smollett. That's what this is. This is some staged bullshit. This is homie from Empire getting his ass whooped on camera by 2 niggas that he paid to do it. That's what this is. This is insane. There's no way that this is real. This is Juicy Smollett. All the way. I ain't going. I ain't buying it, yo.
I don't know if it's fake or not. Like it's a bunch of reasons why it could be fake. It's people that say they know her, saying that I mean she really only got 1 kid or whatever. But even if that's the case, and you would use this as a moment to clout chase, and use that idea to clout chase, then I think that they should take your kids. Like. Yeah.
I don't know. And Dre has a very good point. She looks like her breath smells like Newports and bad decisions, and the left side of the club balls.
Listen, I I ain't even mad at it. That sounds about accurate to me. Like, but then we got to consider the fact that there's going to be somebody that'll smash.
So check it out. This is the culture. This is that Mona Scott Young bullshit that I have a problem with. This is the love and hip hop culture. This is the times that we're in where we have to make ourselves look terrible in order to gain fame, clout, recognition, and stuff like that. I hate these times. I hate those TV shows. I used to watch it a long time ago, and then I had somebody very prolific say something to me, and because I was going through a transition of changing my dietary habits and stuff like that, he was like, "Listen, don't there's more than one way that you consume stuff in this world.
Yep.
It's much what you eat. It's what you listen to, what you see on TV, and stuff like that. So your daily consumption of life matters to your health, your overall health, mental, physical, the whole thing. So I think these times that we're in where we watch TV shows where women throw drinks on each other, call each other bitches and hoes and try to fight and all this other stuff, and they portray these things on national TV, and then we turn around and we glorify it. And now look at what's become of it. Now we have a bunch of little baby Mona Scott Youngs running around here doing the dumbest shit ever. That's dumb. That's that's dumb. And I can't see it being real because I've never heard a mother refer to her kids as little bitches. So
Um. So I have. Uh. Yeah, I've heard a mother refer to one of her children as a little bitch. Um. So that I like to me, nothing she said was like I'll say surprising. Like I've heard mothers that shouldn't have their children say shit like that. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's I really don't think that it's that far fetched. That's probably why I'm looking at
I believe it can happen. I'm not saying. I just said that the circle of people that I hang around, that I'm cool with, chicks that I know, they don't disrespect their kids like that. And if I was ever around a woman and she disrespected her kids like that, then I already know what type of time she on. So I distance myself away from. Yet again, that's another way of consuming things, like the people in your circle. You know what I mean? Like, and you're right. If somebody is going to clap her cheeks. I just hope not raw, because I guarantee you that that oil ain't been changed in a long time. That mileage is high. Like I keep telling y'all niggas, man, you gotta look at the pussy for what it is. Get the Carfax on that motherfucker, man. That thing, that radiator might be running hot in that motherfucker, man. You wake up the next morning, your dick be laying next to you talking about high five. You be like, shit. You be like, shit, what a night. You know what I
be
mean?
completely detached.
Hey man, listen, nigga dick will fall off, grow legs, and be walking out to the nearest Waffle House waiting on you. Because you can
That's
tell she's from the South, or she's somewhere where there's a Waffle House involved. I promise you that. I know there's a Waffle House involved in this situation.
I'm not even mad at you because I think I know she's from. No, she said she was in St. Louis.
They got Waffle Houses out there.
Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely got Waffle Houses in St. Louis. They also have Sweeties in St. Louis. The
And they got
soul
them
food spot.
fucking bullshit ass. Yeah, I've been there. I've been to that soul food spot is amazing. Then they got that bullshit pizza that they basically put a bunch of fucking club crackers on a fucking tray and then throw tomato sauce on it with toppings. And they think that's the St. Louis style pizza. This thin ass fucking pizza.
He said it's like soda crackers. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But like you had mentioned Mona, and it's a lot of shit that people are doing that I think is out of pocket when it comes to clout chasing and just trying to be famous. Like I don't know if you and I had talked about this, but I talked about this like a couple days ago, a few like over the last week or so, um, with Tahiri and Joe Button, and her coming out and saying that basically implying that he broke her nose or was somehow at fault.
Yo, Joe Button been beating women for the longest time. This is nothing new.
See, but that's the thing. But that's the thing.
He's a habitual.
But no, see what? See,
abuser.
And that's the thing. See, here's the thing. Like a lot of people want to tag that physical abuse on him, and that's not necessarily always true. In this situation, is not because she's already come out years ago and said what happened as to how her nose got broke, and that story hasn't adjusted or changed. The only thing that changed was time. Time passed, so now all of a sudden, he was the reason. Y'all weren't even together when you got your nose broke. Like that story had already come out. He was with Esther when her nose got broke. He wasn't with her.
Shout out to Esther having that old ass granny name, but being young and beautiful. Because when I first heard it, I was like, Joe Budden dating a woman named Esther.
Like, what I was expecting was not what I got.
That Medicaid money, that fucking AARP pussy is amazing, nigga.
You know, you only got to be 35 to get on AARP, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm dead ass, bro. I used to work for him.
Oh, I was about to say, I was about to ask you, how do you know, you nigga? You
I used to work for AARP. So she came out, she said that or whatever, and that was a Mona Scott thing. Like, yeah, I mean, she was on Mona's show when she said it, and this is a week after or 2 weeks after she got into a physical altercation with, I don't even know the boy name, but she got into a physical altercation with him, with the boy that she's dating now on the show. So it's like, yo, like,
the whole thing is fucking stupid. And people who clout chase, like that shorty who says she has 7 kids and all her kids is gone, this, that, and the third. And you know, I want people to use their mind. First off, if she was ratchet enough to have 7 kids, then she's guaranteed getting food stamps, Section 8, and all that shit, right? So if they come and they take her kids, she's not gonna be reporting live from the trap. She's gonna be trying to get a bag because now her money has been taken away. I guarantee it. Not unless she's married, and if she's married and she has 7 kids, then her husband would have to step in and obviously diffuse that. That's you just have to be like logical here. Let's think about all the possibilities of the situation.
I have a problem with the fact, like what Mika said. Like, I got a problem with the fact that that the first option when CPS comes into a situation like that should be to get the kids and where's dad? Because if she's a single mother, then the first option should be bring the kids to dad. Period. Even if it's 7 different dads. Well, you know, if you get Stefan, you get 7, you get whatever. Like, everybody get their kid should be the first option instead of just putting these kids into the system. Because that is where I would have an issue. Is that's going to be my biggest issue, is that now you basically are restarting a cycle, because now these kids are going to get less. They're going to be basically neglected in the system, and depending upon their ages, they may just age out of the system. In which case, they go into the world completely unprepared for it, and then we wonder why they turn into criminals and all this other shit.
That shit, I can't speak on that because I don't know. I don't really know how the Child Protective Services thing works yet, and still, like, I don't have kids of my own, so I don't know how that functions. But that should be the most logical and best practice, is to reunite said kid with the original parent or somebody who's close enough to the situation, instead of taking them, foster caring them, and all that other stuff, which is quite unnecessary and does perpetuate that system that we're living in. But at the end of the day, the subject matter is this. The chick is she's a Momo, a whole schmuck, and she just doesn't look good as a good representation of Black women, which they already have it bad. So let's not, why make it worse? Like, why is that? And still goes back to my point about education. There's other ways that if you knew better, you do better. I don't know what her education level is, but it has to be something that might not be on the forefront of anything that's, like, you know, above 12th grade, because there's no reason to rationalize with somebody who's thinking like, yo, let's make a video saying I got 7 kids and that they got snatched by CPS. And then who's the dickhead who's cool enough to go with this plan to record the shit for her, because obviously you hear a dude in the background.
Yeah, in the background, you hear somebody in the background.
So what the like? This is what people, please surround yourself with a good team that brings you love and positive energy and feeds your soul. Because there would be no, if you came to me today and said, yo, like, I got all these kids and shit. Hey, yo, let's make a video of my kid. I'd punch you in your fucking throat, nigga. I look at you like you was dead. I try to beat the shit out you, like man to man.
You too.
Because I would be looking at all the work that you've done and all the work that we've done. That would be the most counterproductive thing in this world, to make a fucking video about you. Like, there's nothing funny about kids going into the system. There's nothing cool about that. So watching it wasn't as so much as the first thing I thought about was, damn, she got 7 kids. I know her pussy is out of there. That shit is like Larry David. This shit is crazy. But then I had to rationalize, and I was like, oh shit, somebody laid down with her and nutted in her. Like, that's crazier. Like after a 4-piece. Oh man, I'm like, yo.
I mean, it could have been.
Woman, you got 4 kids. I'm coming in the room with a wetsuit on, condom attached. There's no, because like, come on, there's no way. Put a 5th one in you. The fuck, I look like Tom Brady? That's crazy. And then the next process was, oh, this shit is fake. So that's how I went about it. First things first. The pussy right now, basura. That thing clearly got, like, the tires is bald on the motherfucker. The oil pan is shot. Shocks.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this and save you. I'm gonna say this and save you, because I can only imagine the women that are in the chat that may have more than 4 kids. Like, I can only imagine the things that they're thinking and saying right now. Even the ones that don't, that'll just cape for them as well. I can only imagine what they're saying. But I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna throw you a lifeline right now.
I ain't gonna take it. I'm sticking to my script.
This coming from kids. That you want to use. Listen. Since you want to use cars as a thing, this coming from the same man that drives not 1, but 2 classic cars.
Yep.
Right.
With low miles.
Right.
With low miles.
Right.
My 96 got less miles than most people's 2010s. Right now. My baby straight. My baby good. That's like fucking a 50-year-old woman that's only had 3 sexual partners, nigga. I'm great. That's like fine wine. Come on over here, Blanche Devereaux, ride on this meat, nigga. We good. You know what I mean? Thank you for being a friend. All that
Blanche
shit.
was a hoe. Admittedly a hoe.
Well, not really Blanche. Dorothy too tall. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Come on over here, Betty White. Let me get to that Yam City.
Wait, Dorothy too tall? For who?
Dorothy a Yeti, baby. She coming through.
Listen, but she looks flexible. Like, if there was ever a...
Yo, Dorothy standing at least 6'3". I'm 6'1".
I almost want to look it up, but I'm gonna say she's about 5'10".
Yo, if she not in the WNBA, there's no excuse for me to climb that mountain, bro. I'm good.
Mika has a great question. I need you to answer it, because I don't know.
What qualifies the miles? How many heads came in?
What qualifies as miles, nigga? What qualifies as miles?
Man, let's see. Shit. Let me get the Carfax. Let me see what qualifies as miles. We can go with the ratio of sexual partners versus the quadratic formula of
See, too much information. I ain't even gonna get that information before I ask the first time.
Of boyfriend.
So no, I ain't even. I'm not gonna add it up.
You gotta multiply times the kids, and then the main thing is, when did she start fucking? Like, what age? And then I can kind of like gauge like what's going on by her personality and stuff like that. Like, I ain't the judging type of nigga.
But you just went on 15 minutes of judging.
But if you know, you know. Like, if you know, you know. I know a girl right now. She's super cool, a sweetheart, super, just a great, phenomenal woman. One kid and had like 35 bodies before 28.
Okay. Was
I'm
she
not.
all right? Was she
I'm not
clean? Was she clean? Did she shower? Like
super
all of that shit
clean.
matters too.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, and super, 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 super clean. Really nice girl, real spirited, all that. But I know she got down, and if she wanted to go, she was gonna go. Now, I don't care too much about the body count as much as I care about the quality of work. If you show me 3 of your exes and all 3 of them are bum ass niggas, I
Then I'm
ain't.
out. Then I'm out.
I
The
can't.
mileage doesn't
I
matter
can't.
as much as the driver. The mileage does not matter as much as the driver because somebody that's hard on the
Man,
car is going to be hard on the car, whether they're hard on it for 200 miles or 200,000 miles. Doesn't matter. So fuck it.
man.
If they're a horrible driver, I'm out anyway. Period. So yeah.
Savannah's right. It's women out here with miles with no kids. Yeah, yeah. And I call them those are the rental car chicks. You know what I mean? That's the rental car. That's Hertz, all that shit. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what that is. A lot of niggas test drove that thing, took it on a road trip. They thought about buying it. Let me go ahead and take this on back to the airport real quick. And that's fine. Like I said, I don't like. It's a combination of things that I can deal with, but I can't deal with a shorty who's had a crazy past to where it's just where some things are just too much.
What like? All right. First off,
If you find her
you know
attractive,
my
it
first.
doesn't matter. Hey Leon, man, you got come on, pimp hand. Don't be asking no dumb shit. you know that if you find her attractive, like let's not go
All
too
right.
far.
What's
You
the
talking
what's
about
the
this
chick?
shorty in St. Louis right now? She is not the most decent looking woman
No,
by
I
by
wouldn't have
what
done it.
by what I find attractive. But the reason I don't find her attractive is because she does shit like this. I'm pretty sure if she was intellectual and I had a conversation with her and she wasn't doing this shit, it'd be a different story. But if I see you, what makes me attracted to you is how your personality is that goes hand in hand with your looks. That's it. So if she's fucking ugly internally, like what I just saw in that video, then I can't, then she's not, she a Saturday night special.
I don't even think she'd be a Saturday night special for me.
Man.
Because for me, that matters. Like the personality and shit like that matters. She wouldn't even be a Saturday night special for me. I'd be turned off at the first conversation. It'd have been a wrap, and I'd
Yeah,
have been like, all right, I'm out.
her thought process, she already gonna let you know. She the first one in the club, you know what I'm saying? Ladies free before 12. And then she at the bar, you know what I'm saying? She vulturing drinks. She waiting to get into somebody's VI. And then when she get into somebody's VI, what she do next? She gonna go grab her 2 girls like, hey, can my girls come too? And then now you got, you know what I'm saying, the wild bunch in your joint drinking your bottles up all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then when your bottles is gone, if you ain't balling and shot calling, as soon as the bottle girls come to clean up the table, they right out the door with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just things that I've seen.
Yeah, that's
Because ain't nobody ever got up in my section that was weak. I don't play that. Like, nah, I know what you're here for. You know what I mean?
all right.
You and Prince, get the fuck on.
So let's go back. Let's go back a bit, right? So what's the chick that you feel like you missed your chance when you was in Vegas? What's her name?
You talking about Bernice Burgess and I was in
There you
LA?
go. So Bernice, right?
Yeah.
Bernice. Let's say that Bernice had mileage out here, like,
She does.
and you still gonna do it though.
Her mileage is TI. And think, them niggas bought shit. A bag, paid a couple bills, fronted some bread on the car. You know what I mean? Yo, here's your condo money for a couple months. Now think if I had slid in and clapped the cheeks without having to pay a bill, psh, nigga, you crazy. I'll be damned. Now I ain't talking about wife in the joint, because I don't think that would ever happen, because my money not long enough for her. Obviously so. But
her money is long. Like you ain't listen. I don't know. I just think different.
That's the thing right there. Because look at what she's come from, bro. I'm just at this point. I know I'm just a life-size sex toy.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
And I'm going.
Leon says she a whole grandma.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let her be my sugar mom from the rip. I'm gonna let her be my sugar mom.
Yep.
But that's just me. Again, I think different because I don't think that. I think that going into a situation where you know she's a gold digger, your whole aim should be to do it without paying. That should be your aim. Like that's. But again, that's me. Like I'm the one that's thinking like that. I'm the one that's going to say, nah, I ain't doing that. And whatever else I got to do, I'm doing it to smash. But again, somebody like Bernice would be a smash and dash. On the other hand, as much as I don't particularly like even care for dating younger women, Meg, I would, yeah, I mean, listen, Meg is taking care of me in the harem. Like I'm just letting you know, like it's from the rip. Like that's gonna be how that's gonna work. Like, and when I say taking care of, I mean investing in me in the sense of investing in my business ideas and shit like that. So, and this is Nikki, this is Pink Lemonade and Esplanion. Where's that? There we go.
That's great, yo. I feel her. You see that shit? Everyone has a past, and it's none of anyone's business. And she's absolutely right. As long as you out here and you're not, passing around no diseases or being reckless with your shit, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? I dig it.
Yeah, absolutely. But also on top of that is everybody got it. Like my only issue is that my issue is going to be your cleanliness habits. Like that'll be like I want to be in a position where I see whether or not you shower often. Like that's going to be a thing for me.
Yeah. It's most important, you know.
Like, I mean, wash that shit off. What type of soap do you use? That matters. Like a chick that used Dr. Bronner's, I'm way more likely. Chick that, I mean, she used African black soap, way more likely. Yeah, I mean, she uses soap from Simone's line. I'm way more likely. Can somebody post the name of Simone's soap line in the chat, please? But yeah, I'm way more likely.
Hey man, listen. At the end of the day, that clout chasing shit that Shorty did, she looks terrible.
Horrible.
It looks like she'll always be somebody's side piece, and the educational level is not at the maximum ability.
I mean, honestly, it's. I mean, if she graduated, I wouldn't judge her. I'm not gonna sit here and say if she graduated from high school, like I'm not gonna sit here and say that yeah, what Jackie said, root work. That's Simone's from the other host of All the Smoke podcast. That's her soap line. Amazing. Cleared up Just O's skin in like a week. Amazing. But like she's probably a side chick now. Like the dude voice you hear in the video probably like was there for the smash and dash anyway. Like it's
like I just got the feeling like you got those drunk nights. You come home and you get with a shorty. You've been fucking with her for a minute, and that one night where you get to like put the tip in, the whole put the tip in game.
I don't play that game, but all right, I'll listen.
Yeah, well, shit, nigga, you gotta try something. Fuck, put the tip in. So I think in the midst of that game being played, I think on a drunk night, if a nigga took her home, he had been fucking with her for a minute, and as soon as he touched that one pussy lip, his life gonna flash before his eyes, and he's just gonna realize like the record gonna screech, and all of a sudden Morgan Freeman gonna come in here and be like, "This is the moment where he fucked up." Like I can just see it. He gonna have a "That's So Raven" moment as soon as his dick touched the lip of that fucking vagina. Whew. You might as well go ahead and get a little dick casket, and there's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. That shit is, I don't know, man. Her choice of what she thinks is cool is just terrible.
I mean, but it's not just her. Like this idea of clout chasing, like it's not just her. Motherfuckers been doing this shit for the last decade at this point. Like,
Man.
It's not just her. Like this shit. What it is with her is that she involved the idea of CPS coming to get her kids. So that just made it that much worse.
I think you know what did it for me a long time ago. What made me really not want to be a clout chaser. I look at the example of Dave Chappelle that he didn't take that 50 million from Comedy Central and he went to Africa. And everybody thought Dave Chappelle had lost his shit, like, but they didn't know that Comedy Central was trying to put Dave Chappelle in a fucking dress. They was trying to humiliate him. They was trying to take over some of his creative input on the show. They were gonna jerk him around. So is the clout that you're chasing, is it worth losing your soul and your dignity and behind that? And Dave Chappelle's soul and dignity wasn't worth 50 million. And then he took a little break from comedy and then came back with like 10 years, something crazy, right? He was gone for like damn near 10 years, and Netflix gave that nigga 60 for 2 shows. Just 2 shows. So that means Dave went on to make 30 million a rip instead of 50 million to do what a season of Chappelle shows are like 10 shows.
Yeah.
On average, like a season, a Comedy Central season or something is like 10.
No, a Comedy Central season normally is longer than that. It's probably like 22 shows.
I was gonna say like 12.
No, it's like 22 per season.
So you look,
and towards as his contract got closer and closer to the end, the show count dropped. So it was like it started out probably 21, and then like 17 the next season, and then 15 the next season.
Why sell your soul when if you do right, you know what I'm saying, God, she gonna bless you. He took a hiatus and came back and immediately got a third Netflix special, undisclosed money for that. And then hooked Chris Rock up for him to get 50 million to do 1 show. So he didn't need to. So people, please, man, there's no need to sell your soul, man. You're gonna get it. If you're gonna get it from the mud up, get it the right way, yo. Don't.
If it's for you, it's for you. They can't. Like that's the thing. They can't block it. You don't have to take it just because. That first offer, and that's the part that people don't understand. It's like, they going lowball you on that first offer anyway. If you got to think about it like this: if they're willing to pay you 50, you got to be worth 100. Like easily. Period.
Easily.
Like you got to be worth 100, because that, to me, any investment that you're not doubling your money in over the life of the contract, then it doesn't make sense.
How much World Star pay when you go viral like that?
I mean, now they probably don't pay as much because they're part of pushing you to go viral.
Right. So now you got to look at what she sold her soul. Now she got a whole bunch of views. She might get maybe.
She shouted out a sex toy company, so they might drop a check. They might give her a couple free toys, a couple $100, probably.
So now you look stupid, and you didn't make a full-fledged bag.
No.
You look stupid, and you didn't make like a year's worth of salary. Like you didn't get $30,000, which is the bare minimum wage salary in the United States. So you look like an asshole for under 30 G's.
You look like an asshole for tips. For tip money, like literally for tip money. So,
and that's what I have a problem with. Like, and then the climate of what we're going through as Black people. Yet again, Black women who are getting hit the hardest in 2020, now we got to look at this. Now she's perpetuating a false stereotype at that. Like, what are we doing here? And nobody in her team. This is the same thing that I said about Kamala Harris and this Joe Biden bullshit. Like, when she was around there locking all these black people up, I said there was no way. She was in an episode. She's still in there. She's in a full-fledged Get Out moment. She ain't got nobody black around her until right now for this campaign. But prior to that, I guarantee you, she didn't have enough black people in her ear telling her to slow down with the shit that she was doing. If you don't keep a good, I'm telling you, yo, your team is everything. Who you hang around with, who you kick it with, who you have phone conversations with, who you text. You know what I'm saying?
All that shit matters.
That matters, man. That shit fucking, like, nobody. I'm pretty sure if she was in a room with 5 people who gave a fuck about her, and you got that one asshole who was cool with the idea, and then the other 5 was like, nah, we not. What are you doing, sis? She would have thought twice and not done that video. Guaranteed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a couple people to be like, yo, this shit is not. Man, if y'all take anything from this episode, man, surround yourself with love and positivity and people with logic and people who care about you, not looking like a fucking Momo. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
And I think Will Smith is credited with that quote of your network is your net worth.
Facts.
It's absolute truth.
Facts.
Like, you take the five people that you're closest to, and you take their salary and divide it by 5, and it's probably what you make.
Another great example, Tekashi. Surround himself with all these bloods and all this real gangster shit, not being a gangster. So then when they want you to do some gangster shit, you end up bitching. So then what they do? They're gonna fuck your BM. They're gonna fucking kidnap you. They're gonna put you through hell, and then look at what you did. You turn around and you ratted on everybody. You surrounded yourself with these people for clout because you wanted to be on the set.
No, I think he really did it for protection. More than anything, I think he did it for protection.
Who else had a fucking stupid ass entourage, got him set up like a dummy?
That got him set up? I don't know. I know it's a couple that got stupid ass entourages.
Stupid ass people around them.
I mean, you asked 50.
Tory Lanez. Like, who the fuck is around you that lets you shoot a woman? Who the fuck are you? Oh, rockabye baby ass nigga. You're 5 feet tall. You're a fucking smurf, my nigga. You shouldn't even be handling a gun. Why do you have my nigga, you look like a whole Elmer Fudd out here, nigga, with a strap, dog. You look stupid as fuck, dog. Every time you shoot your weapon, you flying back 100 yards. You look fucking.
That's why he was out the window, so he couldn't go nowhere. Like, it was he used the window.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like you have to, and then a little bit of the blame is on Meg, because Meg, you see that this nigga, you got yourself a real live fucking 5-foot dildo. That's all he is, because she's towering over the nigga. Like, come on. I just keep seeing that scene in fucking How High, where the little midget jump on Mike Epps. He's like, "Hey, little baby bitch, get off me, little baby." And that's how I think Meg was like, "Hey, come here, little Tory, eat my box. Oh, throw him away." Like, you know, it's like, he's such a teeny, like, you had no business fucking with a little teeny ass nigga like that, nigga. Oh, leprechaun in the hood ass nigga. You fuck with like, come on. They have height requirements for roller coasters. And you mean to tell me that you gonna fucking, man, ain't no way she's riding the dick, because she's just gonna swallow the nigga whole. There's no way she's on top of Tory teeny ass lanes. There's no way. There's no way, yo. She must got a fetish for midgets, like Robin said. She got a midget fetish, yo. And there's people out here like that. Like, I just see her getting on top of him, and half of his body is just gone. All you just see is you see a fucking torso from about here up with the fake hairline. That's it. The rest of the body is just consumed. There's body pillows bigger than Tory Lanez, nigga. This whole, like, you can go right now to the home store and get a body pillow that's bigger than Tory Lanez. This shit is crazy. Like, watch your people. Watch who you be around, man. Like, that shit crazy. OJ another one. But see, OJ a good one, though. Because OJ got away with letting his homeboy kill them 2 white people and shit. OJ knew what he was doing. I fuck with OJ.
We know you fuck with OJ. That was very early on that you fuck with OJ. But no. OJ he's the same. He just was, I mean, he was around some people that made him think that it was, it was gonna be okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, the smartest person out of that whole situation was Rob Kardashian Sr. because he had a That's So Raven moment. He saw the future. He saw what was going to happen. He said, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well just die now. I don't even want to be a part of this circus. He was
like, I'm out. He was like, I'm out.
I'm gone.
He was like, I'm out.
I'm gone. That nigga.
He was like, he was like, wait. He was like, if that nigga do it, I'm the next, like, closest thing to a black person in this whole crew. Yeah, I'm out.
That nigga,
I'm out.
He foresaw the sex tape. He probably saw Kim Kardashian in her room looking at pictures of Joey Fontaine and them sucking on lollipops. And he was just thinking like, yo, this shit is not going to go the way I think it's going to go. And then he probably had a conversation. He probably caught Bruce having a fucking Silence of the Lambs moment where the nigga's tucking his dick and shit and just standing in front of the mirror all weird. He probably walked in on that shit, saw the nigga tucking his dick and said, you know what? This whole shit got to go. It's either them or me. And he looked up the guy and he said, hey, reservation for one. Garcon, reservation for one. He wanted out. And he got out. He got out of yo.
He dipped. I ain't even mad at him. Like,
you know who else dipped early? Joe Paterno did the same thing. Joe Paterno saw all that child molestation charges and all that shit. Everybody else getting locked up. He like, I'm too old to get fucked in the ass in prison. So guess what? Go ahead, take me to that hospital. They done took my name off of this shit at Nike. Niggas would rather die. I'm telling yo, watch who you hang around with. Because if you get in a situation where it's a table for one, I'm telling you, because you ain't got no other way. You got to just cash out. Fuck it.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. It's like, would you rather? That's one of those would you rather moments. That is one of those. Because I can't imagine it. It would just be, like, for instance, if you did some fuck shit and it came back to me, you might as well have died in real life. Like, because if I have to, like, because we both go, because I need to continue this conversation. It's like, I can't talk to you while you in jail. So, you know what? I got you. I'm going to take us both out. This way we could talk. But for eternity. Like, I'm going to talk to you for the rest of ever.
Epstein. He said, fuck it. These niggas.
No, they killed Epstein because he was about to snitch. Epstein was about to snitch.
But look, he didn't have a choice in his out. It was more along the lines of like, yeah, and still look at the people you surround yourself with. You got a whole circle of child molesting ass niggas from Bill Clinton on over to fucking who's the other lawyer that helped out on the OJ case, but from like mad far away, white boy out in Boston. He said, "Oh, they made some phone calls. They was like, yo, that we gotta get him the fuck up out of here."
Well, you saw they tried to get the chick that was supposed to be the madam. They tried to get her because all of a sudden she disappeared and shit. Fucking. Oh, yeah. How you in the woods in Connecticut and nobody to fuck around you and you in the hospital for COVID? No. I was like, no. They tried to kill her.
Telling you.
They tried to get her. They tried, but you know what I mean? She stayed in the public. She probably got more shit on a lot of them. And she like, listen, it is what it is. Here, y'all want the ledger or not? That's it. Here's the ledger.
Hey, Epstein. Yo. When that cop did that to him, and yo, his face was priceless. Yo, they made so much fun of this nigga. It was like, yo, so one of the women described your penis as very, very slim and just like egg shaped at the top. And all I kept thinking about was, oh, this nigga got a rotten spoon dick. This is terrible. This is fucking terrible. This nigga got a rotten spoon dick. This is the like, oh man, no remorse for that nigga. Fuck that nigga, bro. That shit crazy.
Listen, I mean, if I was a cop in that situation, I would probably take every shot that I could at him.
Oh, they lit his ass up. They lit
every shot that I could, because it doesn't make sense.
He was like, yeah, they probably that I would love to see that whole interrogation. He pleading the fifth about it, but it's like I would have said some wild shit like, yeah, I heard you got like a Jew fro down there, but it's unevenly cut, so it's like a cul-de-sac, like the fucking like a Sherman Helmsley down there that leads to
like you're balding from the top.
yeah. I'd have lit his shit on fire. I'd have been clowning that nigga professionally. Like, did you receive the email type of shit, nigga? Oh man. This nigga crazy, yo. But watch your circle. And that shorty need to watch her circle, man, because she put that.
It's too late for her, man. It's too late. Just let it go.
Nah, it's never too late, yo, because behavior can be changed by one or two things, I believe now. Either extreme death or an extreme traumatizing circumstance that will make you change. So one of those two things is going to happen, and she'll, you know what I'm saying, hopefully it'll happen before she's too old and she can actually, you know, bounce back and make better content, because that's fucking terrible. That's terrible. That is
no, that's not how the saying goes. So normally behavior is changed by two things: personal choice or a horrible extreme event. She chose to continue with this same fuck shit. So the horrible event was her losing her children. If that ain't horrible enough, she ain't gonna change, my man. She is who the fuck she is.
Alleged. She ain't had 7 kids,
all right.
Yo.
You're right.
Her titties ain't saggy like that. Like, if she had 7 kids, her titties would be down to her belly button, and when she took her shirt off, she looked like a bowling ball in the middle. Just saying, yo. 7 kids, your titties gonna fall.
No, they'd only fall if she was breastfeeding. If she wasn't breastfeeding, her titties not gonna fall. They not. Her titties will fall naturally if she's like if that's just what heredity says, if her genealogy says that. But if not, and she ain't breastfeeding, they're not gonna drop like that. Like, that just comes with age and shit. She might not be as old as she looks. Like, how old would you say she is? I'm gonna guess and say she at least 37 minimum.
Nah, she for this kind of prank and this kind of juvenile shit. First age that came to my mind was 28.
I said 28. Yeah, she
28.
looked like she about 37 minimum.
She about 28.
Minimum 37. So life hit her in the face hard. Said back.
Well,
gave her
the. I don't know. She don't look like she's sleeping good. She got the bags in her eyes and shit. She look kind of crazy.
But Oprah got bags in her eyes, and Oprah, Oprah sleeps awesome.
I don't think Oprah sleep good after all the shit that she tried to do to black men. I think the ghost of Michael Jackson is coming and standing over Oprah's bed in the middle of the night, right when you get into that good
sleep, like, right before, and if you get woke up right then, you'll never get back to sleep.
And I think Michael Jackson is like lingering over her bed, and all of a sudden she hears a you know what I mean? Or like she turns to like get that cold pillow when it's a hot night. You flip over, you get that cold side of the pillow, she just all of a sudden, and it's like, yo, I think he got to be fucking with her, yo. Mike got to be fucking with her. I hope he is. I hope Prince is with him too. I hope Prince is hovering over her with some assless chaps, ghost farting next to her face, giving her fake pink eye. I hope he fucking her shit up. Fuck her. Fuck Oprah.
You would.
I said it.
You do it.
I would not. I wouldn't touch Oprah with your dick. And I know you'd fuck Oprah.
I would.
Yeah, nah, I'm not hitting Oprah, yo. Fuck Oprah.
I mean, listen, man. She pay a bill. I'm a smash. Oprah.
This shit could go viral, and I would still say fuck Oprah. I could become, and when I do become like on the same level as Chappelle and Pryor and them, I'm still gonna say fuck Oprah.
Well, at that point, you can afford to.
Because I don't believe that what she did was cool. What she did, well,
I don't believe that her silence is cool. I got a problem with her silence. The fact that she has the voice that she has, and the ability to kind of like change shit, and she has the air of Karens around the world, and to not speak to them directly, I take issue with.
Oprah,
so
aka
yeah,
the Karen Whisperer. She's the Karen Whisperer.
exactly. That's what she is. Yeah, I mean her voice alone makes authors go. Yeah, I mean on the New York the New York Times bestsellers list. Like her voice alone, she ain't never read none of those fucking books. But
Oh, fuck Oprah for trying to tear down Michael Jackson with two motherfuckers who now you've paid. They got paid as little kids, and now they've gotten paid as adults. So way to go, Oprah. Way to sock it to their pocket. And one nigga is world renowned. Like he was a great choreographer ass nigga, and you gave him more money.
yeah, this is absolutely true. Um,
Fuck Oprah.
I'm gonna let that sit there as we end the show. So, people, make sure y'all check out All the Smoke podcast. Make sure y'all check out No Excuses on The World Is Yours on Thursday nights. All the Smoke dropped their new episode Friday. It's on all the streaming platforms, like 10 of them now. I think I just got an email about another one. Overcast, all the rest of them. Yeah. Also, if you want to uninstall Spotify from your phones, you absolutely can, and you should. Fuck Spotify. And who else? Who else? Who else? Anybody else? I mean, YouTube ain't paying nobody either, but at least they ain't trying to fuck you over.
I was listening to the All the Smoke joint, and the way that they were able to dissect the white dude with the WAP shit, that's primo. Mwah. That's primo. I like that right there.
Listen.
That was a great dissection.
Listen, I mean, and we have mostly women that follow us as far as Yafi is concerned. They should all listen to All the Smoke as well. Uh, because I guarantee you there's going to be something that they can connect to. A lot of times they don't even realize how much they're in agreement with Simone and Meek in the chat and shit because they don't know which one is Simone. Mika, obviously, that's her name, but Simone, she kind of don't have her name on here, so a lot of them may not be able to connect it. But yeah, but again, eventually the world will open back up and we will have an in-person get together. I'm not sure if C's is going to come because he's scared as fuck, but we'll see. Like he doesn't even want to meet with us, like the group that runs both pods. He don't even want to meet with us without making sure that social distancing is a thing. So yeah, we'll get it together. I mean, we'll figure it out. Um, Anybody else that I wanted to shout out? Yes, the Jamaican spot that you went to the other day. How was the food?
Whew. Jerk chicken lasagna. If it for the fact of my diet, I don't
Listen. First off, Fanny had jokes. Fanny was like, it's called something else. I forgot what it's called, but it's not what they called it.
On the menu.
No, I'm saying in real life it's called something else. In the store they called it one thing, but in real life it's called something else. If Fanny was listening, I'd tell her to post it, but she's not. So
whatever. Listen, I don't do a lot of dairy, but I'll break my diet to go fuck with that shit. That shit, the cheese was excellent. Great sauce. It was for $22. That's how much that platter cost me. That shit lasted 2 days. There's no way. Like the quality.
And it's on 64th and Woodland.
Yeah.
Across from the across or up the street from the police station.
Yeah, I don't know the area too good. I just know I took 63rd all the way west, and then I ran right into that shit, and that shit is crazy. That shit put me down, yo. I had to
I'm
lay
mad
down.
as shit right now. I'm looking at my face on the screen, and my face is shiny as fuck.
Oh, glazed honey bun ass nigga, look at that.
It's cool. Next week I'm gonna get some of that fucking that Fenty. I'm gonna get some fucking foundation. Take this glow right away. I'll be all right.
You look like a younger version of Cleveland Brown.
There you go. Never said it. It's Rasta pasta. Rasta pasta is
They
what it is. It's not fucking jerk chicken lasagna.
listen. They could have called it fucking noodles, chicken, and sauce. For all I give a fuck, that shit was amazing. And
Yeah,
I'll be
because
going back.
you were like you were done and you hadn't even touched the greens. Like I'm like,
I ate one side of the greens. I still got the other side of the green. I was like, yo, this and the greens, you know, they weren't salty at all. It wasn't like a high sodium, and it was mad flavorful. So the greens was, man. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and try some other shit. I'm gonna try the shrimp. You know, I'm a big shrimp guy, so I'm gonna see what their shrimp hitting for.
that's for Simone.
Okay, yeah.
And if my soul is glowing, it's because of the shit Jackie got that I got in my hair, which I also have on my face. So you're right. I'm gonna let my soul glow. Shout out to She Essentials. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night.
Breonna Taylor.
Arrest officers that killed Breonna Taylor. Arrest the officer that tried to kill Jacob Blake. And man, free my people. That's all. Just we didn't even touch on the fact that they done found girls in containers in like 4 states on the East Coast. Like we didn't even touch on that. Like we got it's so much shit going on in the world right now, man. Like it's just a lot. We really need to consider meeting like as far as like a community, as far as black people getting together and figuring out how we can all fly to Ghana and get the fuck up out of here. Like we can't like staying here is not an option. These motherfuckers ain't never gonna change. The motherfucker like the Rittenhouse kid, he's fucking 17 years old. It's generations deep. Fuck it, man. We need to leave. Either we need to burn this shit down or leave. I'm with either because I'm with all the. All right, y'all. I holla. Don't forget to meditate.